If I had known some of the things that I know now, I would have saved myself months of stress and struggling here on the streets of YouTube. The things that I now know, I am glad that I got to experience them myself. And this is the reason why I can comfortably sit down and share with you so that you too can avoid some of the mistakes I have made or some of the beliefs I had carried along that has kept me, struggling and being stressed out on YouTube. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you 7 mistakes that I made, right? And I know that a lot of other creators get to make some of these mistakes. And this is the reason why I'm sharing this with you so that you too can avoid some of these mistakes. If you've already, been practicing some of them, you can actually discard them and begin to do the right things here on YouTube. The number one mistake is believing that I needed 1,000 subscribers before I can tell myself that I was growing. I know that the requirement for us to get monetized on YouTube is 1,000 subscribers and then 4,000 watch hours. It's a known fact. But then I think I got obsessed with the fact that I wanted 1,000 subscribers, and I didn't even realize that I needed to keep a track record of my growth. 50 subscribers, 100 subscribers. These people are not imaginary human beings. I'm actually growing organically. So if currently I have 500 and something persons watching my videos or they are subscribers on my channel. These are not inanimate objects, they're human beings and they deserve to be given value, right? For them to have subscribed to my channel, it simply means they value me or they value the content I'm putting out. Believing that I needed 1,000 before I can say, okay, I'm now a big creator or I am now growing on YouTube was something that, I don't know, if you have that mentality, please discard it. You don't need it. It is a mistake to just keep your mind at 1,000 because finally, when you get to 1,000 and you're not having any watch hours, you then realize that, you have been doing yourself a great disfavor. Now, is this mindset of having 1,000 that make people to begin to look out for shortcuts? You use, for instance, collaboration with someone's shorts, an already a well-known channel. You go ahead and collaborate on their shorts, and then you get subscribers. It is fine. But what happens when you now post a long-form content? You got some subscribers from that point. What happens when you post a long-form content? Will these people be willing to watch? Think about it. You can get 2,000 subscribers from that way. You can get 10,000 subscribers from that method. But would they be willing to watch your long form content when you put it out here? Now you can still use Restream. I actually did use Restream on my second channel, and by the time I was done with gathering all the subscribers, I got subscribers way early. I got all subscribers, but when I put out my long form content, I realized that I was struggling to get views because now I have gathered a lot of what's it called, mixed multitude. Some are interested in my content, and most of them are not. So that idea of you need 1,000 subscribers for you to say you're growing, it is a very wrong mindset. Please discard it. If you want to continue growing on YouTube, know that the few persons you already have, they are valuable people to you, and you should continue to give them valuable content. The second mistake I made here on YouTube was chasing views, right? You can get 100 views on a particular video in 2 hours, right? And then when you go to check the retention of that video or you check the click-through to that video, you realize that it is so low. That video is not performing well. That you have so many viewers or you have so many views on that video does not mean that the video is doing well. What you should be taking out for is your retention and the click-through rate of your video. And then you should also check out for the suggested videos, right? Is YouTube recommending the video to viewers, or are you getting it from external links? Maybe you put out a YouTube on your link there on WhatsApp, and people are now clicking from your WhatsApp status and watching the videos. Is that the means you're getting your viewers, right? This is good to say getting 1,000 views on a video, and then you were only able to watch probably a video of 20 minutes. They only spent 1 minute watching that video. It is as good as not having views on that channel at all. The third mistake I made was not using live stream early. When I discovered the power of live stream, I began to really, utilize it, right? On my other channel, I didn't even know that I could go live at 50 subscribers. I had 50 subscribers over 2 years, 3 years plus. I didn't know that if I had about 500 subscribers, but I didn't even know that I could go live with that number of subscribers. I was thinking I had to wait for 1,000 subscribers before I could go live. By the time I realized this, I've already, invested so much on shorts, right? I've already spent so much time posting short form content and not really paying attention to my long form content. Do you get? So if you're a creator here, once you get to 500 subscribers, you are free to actually use your live stream. There's a reason why the live stream is there. It helps you connect with your audience personally. Like it helps you to connect and interact with your audience. You come on YouTube and then you have your subscribers or new subscribers see you face to face. And if you're saying, okay, I'm a faceless channel, I don't need to live stream. There's a way to actually live stream faceless content. There's this video I just posted, right? You can go ahead and click on that video to watch how to still live stream, right? Live stream without showing your face. It is allowed on YouTube. You're not doing anything wrong. You're not using an external app or an external site. You're live streaming from your YouTube app, and it is very, very much allowed. I also did not realize that live streaming could give me faster watch hours than shorts, right? I didn't even know that the short form content, the watch hours I get from short form content is not actually adding up to my valid watch hours. I didn't even know that. But when I got to realize that, I knew now, I know now that live stream gives you better watch time hours. So imagine you do a video of 2 hours and you have, let's say, 10 persons watch that video from the beginning to the end of it. It simply means you now have 10 watch hours, right? And if you have more persons watch from the beginning to the end, you know how you can calculate the math, do the math yourself. You see that you have more and better watch time hours than when you have just short videos on your channel. Even goes down to your long form content. The longer the content, the better, right? The longer the content. This does not go to say that you should now put out content that does not have any value, or because you want to make it long, you now start talking off point. Please ensure that the video, if it's going to be 8 minutes, it is 8 minutes packed with value. You have it inside of you. You can go ahead and explain properly how, maybe if you are breaking down some points, you can go ahead and explain properly so that the video has enough value. Now, the fourth mistake I made that I'm going to share with you so that you don't make the same mistake was that I thought that posting consistently meant I had to post every single day. When I realized that that was going to give me a burnout, it was already too late, right? But I realized later, and now I know better, that I'm saying show up consistently does not mean that I have to post every single day. It's going to wear you out. If you're doing that, you might get burnt out. Especially if you have more than two, three channels, you're going to get burnt out. What you need to do is to tell yourself, okay, on Mondays, on Wednesdays, and on Fridays are my posting days, right? You can post 3 times a week, 2 times a week, or even once a week, but you need to learn to be consistent with it. When you are consistent with your posting days, the algorithm gets trained, right? It gets trained. So it's actually waiting and anticipating the post. So when it's time for the post to run, it's easy to push it out to people that they now understand needs it, right? So aside the click-through rates being important, that's your thumbnail, your title, and all of that, aside your retention and average view duration being important, you also need to understand that your posting days must not be, that you say be consistent does not mean that you have to show up every single day. And now when you even want to even show up often, right? You do not have to still wear yourself out by posting long form content only. You can decide that, okay, on Mondays I'm posting short form content, on Tuesdays I'll do long form content, skip some days, do short again, do long, or do live stream. No, you can blend it in, right? If you even do this, you realize that you are still showing up almost every day, but you're not wearing yourself out. So the days where you can't show up for a live stream, you won't begin to kill yourself and say, okay, my friend actually, who has an education channel, she shows up for her live stream just once a week. And when she shows up, she has a lot of engagement and interaction. Right now, she has trained the algorithm to know that every Sunday she's up for a live stream. Right, every Sunday she's up for a live stream. As a matter of truth, our audience even know that her live stream is on Sunday, so they're anticipating and waiting. Do you get the point? The fifth thing that I also did not pay attention to, that now I am paying more attention to, is that aside posting consistently, is that YouTube rewards quality over perfection, right? You have to be consistent and also give out quality in order for you to survive here on YouTube. If you're a perfectionist, you might end up not posting at all. Truth, if you are someone who wants to get the best video, remember you're not even an editor, you're not even good with graphic designing, but then you want all the transition to be in your video. You might end up not even having enough time to even post or edit the video to be good enough before you cannot put it out. Here on YouTube, if you are chasing perfection, you are chasing a perfect thumbnail or a perfect video, you might end up not posting at all. So discard that that mentality that you have come with, and realize that even with your flaws, people can still love you, right? This does not mean that you should not come and start posting shabby videos or posting videos where you're not properly dressed or looking good. No, people still like aesthetics. They want to see that you're looking fine. They want to watch and then they can smile at your face and all of that. But at the same time, your editing should not be, I don't know how to explain it. I want to use this word gang, but it shouldn't be that, right? You can just do the basic editing and then put out your content here. What people want to get from your video is the value, not that the video was perfect. It is okay if you can do the whole transition, put sound. It is okay if you can do that, but if you cannot, don't use that as an excuse, right? Not to show up consistently. Now, the sixth mistake I made, and I'm going to be sharing with you, is that you should pay attention to your thumbnails and titles. Sincerely, when I first started, I didn't even know anything about thumbnail, right? I didn't know anything about thumbnail. If you even come on my channel, that go back, go down to my previous thumbnails. So now, like, when I look at it, I'm like, what do I even do? What am I thinking? What's this? Why is this thing looking so scattered like this? But that's the best I could do at that time, right? So I didn't pay attention to my thumbnails, or I didn't give it the best I could have, the best shot. Right now, there are easy ways to do thumbnail. I made this other video and I explained in that video how you can really do thumbnails without using Canva. I call it the lazy method. I just started practicing on my own channel, and sincerely, it has been amazing because I'm no longer struggling to put text here, put just simple edits, simple prompts, and I've gotten what I wanted. If you want to know what I'm talking about, click on this video to watch and understand what I'm saying, right? You don't need to pay so much attention, but you can get clear title. The title does not need to be too loud. It should just be clear. Something that at a glance, when somebody sees it, they can understand what the video is about, right? Now, I call your title and your thumbnail the packaging of the channel. It's just like coming on Instagram, right? If you go on my Instagram page and you open my page, it is easy for you to tell what I do because that is serving like a storefront for me. It's the same thing with your YouTube channel. When somebody comes in here, the way your title looks or your thumbnail looks will tell if they're going to be interested to subscribe, watch, and stay. Right now, your thumbnail might not be so perfect. It might not be too good actually, but if your title is clear and when they click on the video, your hook, and then you were able to retain their attention by giving value and giving out good content, then definitely they will stay. They might subscribe and they can come back. Do you get? So please pay attention to your title and your thumbnail so that you can have your subscribers coming back to you. If this video has been valuable to you, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to this channel. So the last mistake I want to be talking about, which makes it the seventh one, is that you need to understand how to study your analytics. If you don't understand your analytics, you might not be able to get your videos correct. You might keep making the same mistake again and again and not even know that you are making any mistake, right? So you need to understand how to study your analytics. If that is something that you are interested in learning, you can send me a DM and I'm going to help you to understand. I'm going to share something with you that can help you understand how to study your analytics. Every single symbol you see there on your YouTube studio is important. It means something. But if you don't know how to read it, including when YouTube updates the information, including when your click rate is low or is high, or there's a whole lot. The entire, like I said, the entire thing you see on your YouTube studio has a meaning. But if you don't understand how to read it, you might end up doing the same thing over and over and over again and not seeing any results. Every video has its own analytics, and you can understand it by studying it. So, like I said, if you need a guide or you need someone to help you understand your YouTube analytics, go ahead and send me a DM. My link is in my bio. You can go ahead and click on that link, my WhatsApp link, and send me a DM. Thank you so much for watching. I'm trusting that you got some value for this section. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel. I would like to see you again in my next video. For now, do have a blessed day. Bye.